Well, folks, again, welcome to the color casing ceremony for the Warrior Brigade. This is a solemn yet proud occasion which signifies the Warrior Brigade's transition from building training readiness to operational employment in support of a highly critical mission. That is Operation Inherent Resolve, or OIR, which will take place in the U.S. Central Command Area of Responsibility. Now, first, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the families of the Warrior Brigade who are here today and who may not be here today, but are certainly out there in our thoughts. Your support is not only invaluable, but mission critical. Your sacrifices empower the leaders and soldiers of the Warrior Brigade. Your love is the engine that will drive their commitment to mission accomplishment. Rest assured that you will be cared for by the 10th Mountain Division and Fort Drum when your soldier is deployed. I highly encourage each of you to reach out and stay in contact with your soldier and family readiness group, as well as Task Force Ghost. They will provide you up-to-date information on your soldier and will be a vital resource during the months ahead. Now, for the soldiers of the Warrior Brigade, your training, professionalism, and unit esprit de corps have prepared you for the challenges that lie ahead. You embody the very spirit of the 10th Mountain Division and all of the mountaineers that have gone before you. The rest of the division is proud to serve alongside of you, fully knowing that you will accomplish this critical mission to the very highest of standards. The casing of the Warrior Brigade colors is not just a ritual. It represents the sacrifices and dedication of each soldier in this formation. It serves as a reminder of the mission, their values, and their unwavering commitment to protect and defend our nation. It also reminds us of the proud legacy of the Warrior Brigade. Warriors, you will continue to contribute to the heritage of the 10th Mountain Division, a unit forged in the Italian Apennine campaign during World War II, a unit known for its resilience and courage. And as you know from our most modern history, America counts on this division to get the job done, no matter where and no matter how high the mountain may be. For those of you joining us today who are unfamiliar with the upcoming mission, the Warrior Brigade and its soldiers will operate in over 10 outstations throughout Iraq and Syria in a complex, highly adaptive environment where they will provide base defense, work alongside coalition and host nation partner forces, as well as other critical tasks, all in the enduring effort to defeat and make sure that ISIS stays defeated. The Warrior Brigade is no stranger to this mission set, as I mentioned before, as the BCT was also deployed recently to OIR within the last 18 months. It is also a mission that they are well prepared to execute. Under the leadership of Colonel Dan Kerney and Sergeant Major Walls, the Warriors were expertly trained for this deployment. Initially, the brigade spent a year honing their warfighting skills for large-scale combat operations, which culminated with a rotation to the Joint Readiness Training Center. During this rotation, the brigade employed innovative means of operating, including being lighter than any other brigade operating with minimal vehicles, but proving highly lethal, a capability which will serve them well in the environment in which they're about to enter or any combat environment. Upon deployment or redeployment from JRTC, the Warrior Brigade transitioned to preparing for their assigned mission in CENTCOM. In what will be the model for OIR units to follow, the brigade embarked on an intense training glide path that culminated in a phenomenal mission rehearsal exercise or mission readiness exercise. This training incorporated many of the lessons learned from the recent Commando Brigade OIR rotation and has exponentially increased their lethality and ability to conduct all facets of the OIR mission set, from base defense operations to security to sustainment operations. During this period, the Warriors also participated in Operation Hardkill and Desert Guardian, where soldiers received hands-on training for procedures and capabilities when countering UAS threats. They trained with emerging equipment and capabilities that will be seen in the CENTCOM area of responsibilities. Some of these capabilities were even designed by leaders who deployed to OIR during the brigade's last rotation. There should be no doubt in anyone's mind, friend or foe, the Warriors are a highly lethal combat team ready to meet any challenge in the operational environment. Most importantly, they are ready to adapt, innovate, and overcome, because that is their warfighting culture. Find a way or make one. In closing, let me thank you for your hard work and preparation for this mission. All Americans can rest easy knowing you are assuming this critical mission for our nation. I also want to say thank you again to our families and volunteers. In many respects, you are all the unsung heroes of every military formation. It is the families and volunteers that continue to also endure the hardships and make daily sacrifices to ensure those of us privileged enough to wear our country's uniform can remain focused on our duty and on the mission. Our families and volunteers that are in attendance today have directly contributed to the readiness of this formation and will remain a critical source of strength. For family and volunteers, thank you for your service. Let's give them a round of applause, please.